All right, so once you get a crash, and usually what you'll see is that it crashes. A lot of ones I've seen, they crash a lot, right? They'll crash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. So they'll pile up real quick. And sometimes maybe you'll have one where they'll crash every 3 hours, and that's fine too. But when you get one, and this is the easy tool versus the hard tool. This will do all the work for you to get you some simple information. If you need to get deeper, you have to go into WinDebug. But this is nice because it gives you. So when you get a dump, it comes out like this. It's a big file. It's the entire memory dump that was there when it crashed. And if you just double click it, it'll run its own analysis on that dump. And it's looking for threads, looking for crashes, looking for, things that could have, things that caused it, right? And it's loading symbols. It's looking for any of the files that are on the machine that can use for debugging, and anything available. And once it's done, it should be done lickety split. Once it's done, it opens up. And what we can do is you click on the thread, and it tells you where you had some warnings, and it tells you where it blew up. This is the crash. So you'll always see like a hardcore error. This is where it got destroyed at. And you can click into the thread, and this is the stack. Sometimes the stack is pretty good, where you've got things that you recognize, and sometimes the stack is horrible, and then WinDebug you go. But on this one, I can see it was doing some stuff. It opened up the SQL links database for Sitecore, and it was processing, and when it hit the XML, boom, it blew up, as XML does a lot, right? That if XML isn't formatted correctly when it tries to do the serialization or deserialization, it just explodes. And this is what's going on here. So with this, I was able to conclude what my next steps were about rebuilding links database and cleaning up the database's task to get this one back. But this is what you could have, right? If it crashed inside of your personal app, you would see your your namespaces, and you could track it down and see, when it crashes hard, where it crashes is not in your code. It's in system code. But you can at least see where it started. I was running this function that went into something else, like, deserialization of XML, and it went inside the serializer of .NET, and when it got down to the file system, it blew up, for whatever reason, out of memory exception, anything. So, but you run it, it does the diagnosis for you, and hopefully gives you the answer. If not, you got to move on to the bigger tool.